I'm going to hit a topic real quick. Maybe I'll spend a little bit more time with it. Something that wasn't going to be on this week, but I saw something about it right before we went on, and it got me hot. It got me absolutely hot. So this is going to be a hot take from 2 Cent. If you didn't know, our National Guard is still stationed at the Capitol. January 6th happened a long time ago. It was wrong. I have denounced it time and time again. It should not have happened. I will continue to denounce it and make no excuses for it. It should have never happened. It should never, ever happen again. That being said, it was a complete knee-jerk reaction to bring in the National Guard. Now that they are there, they have to be guards for the Capitol, and they have to guard a barrier around that Capitol. This got me so hot because these are our men and women who are citizen soldiers who have raised their right hand to protect the United States from all, and the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. There was nothing to defend up there. Let's do an exact swap and say what would have happened if Donald J. Trump had brought in the National Guard to protect the Capitol. The sight of that would have been used to show him as a tyrant, to show him as a dictator. This would be a threat to our democracy, which they love to scream all the time. This is the stuff of tyrants. And this barrier, another word for that, is a wall. So it's absolutely amazing that we have a situation where you have a wall around the Capitol, around people who say that walls don't work. This absolutely has me infuriated. And I normally like to stay cool, calm, and collected, but having been in the service and seeing our brothers and sisters who have to leave their families behind, leave their children behind, leave their lives behind to go protect these people who don't like them, who vetted them before they even allowed them to start protecting them, who put up a wall to protect themselves. I'm hot. I'm hot on this one. Fortunately, my governor is a great governor, Ron DeSantis. I triple checked this before I came on. He recalled his National Guard to make sure that his people were being taken care of. They are home here in Florida. Put pressure on your political leaders. There is no reason for this to be happening. Let's just take that quick swap. Let's say it was Trump. We'd be furious, right? Wouldn't everybody be furious if Trump had surrounded himself with 25,000 troops and put a wall around the Capitol? Well, it applies here too. There is absolutely no reason this should be going on anymore. Where's our good friends in the media? Nobody's even covering it. They're not even talking about it. There's just a little bit of a snippet here and a snippet there in the sense that they're going to be extended now. Now the police are saying they want them to stay there longer because of the possibility of threats of violence, because of the possibility that these might get a lot worse. Now, I was told under good authority, and guys, normally I'm a lot calmer. I really am, and I think you know that. This one's got me going. I was told on good authority that when you bring in federal troops, it actually makes the situation a lot worse. Juan, if you can for me real quick, can you play cut 7?
Federal agents sent to restore order in Portland have poured petrol on disorder. What was a largely peaceful protest has escalated into violence. The main battle line is here, outside the federal courthouse. Protesters unable to pull down the new fence throw fireworks over. Tear gas is fired back. Many here are prepared for this. But as federal agents emerge in their dozens, those in gas masks run too. Rubber bullets fired into the darkness. It's quite frightening.
This isn't the first time tear gas has been fired at protesters tonight. But it's the first time we've seen federal agents outside of the federal courthouse. And it's the first time that it's driven crowds away, but it doesn't look like they've gone. Certainly, it doesn't seem like either side is going to give up anytime soon.
So there you have it. It gets a lot worse, right? It gets worse when you bring in the federal troops. That very intelligent person from England, presumably, land of freedom, came over here with our freedom of speech to talk about what she wanted to talk about. And then she wants to spill that if you bring in federal troops, it's going to get a lot worse, right? You heard the lady. You heard her say it poured petrol. That's their word for gasoline. Poured petrol on the fire. Things were just fine as they were firing fireworks into that federal building. It only got worse when the federal troops got there. Why doesn't that apply universally? Why don't we have the situation where you brought 25,000 troops in, and you better believe when the Guard gets called up, they're now under federal control. The Guard got called up. Why is that not pouring petrol on the situation? Why is it not getting worse? Maybe because the people that they're to protect against realized what happened on January 6th was wrong. Nobody wants to be a part of it, and everyone has gone home. There should be more violence. Why doesn't it apply? There's federal forces there. You don't know why? You want to know why they're still there? It's another distraction. I know I said that they're not really keeping tabs on it, but the idea that they are there is just yet another form of a distraction of what's happening actually inside those walls.